The confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County in the last 24 hours is 1,473, with 18 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 7 additional cases were reported with no new deaths. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, December 2nd. President Joe Biden unveiled his winter plans for fighting COVID-19 and the Omicron variant as cases have been reported in California and Minnesota. He urged more Americans to get booster shots and said pharmacies will expand hours and locations to administer the additional doses through December. New family vaccination clinics will also open, offering a one-stop shop for adults and kids' vaccines and booster shots. Biden's strategy also includes free at-home rapid tests. The more than 150 million Americans with private health insurance will be able to submit the rapid tests for reimbursement to their insurance companies through the same rule that allows tests on site to be covered by insurance. 50 million at-home tests will be sent to 20,000 federal sites around the country to be handed out for free to reach uninsured Americans and those on Medicare or Medicaid. The president's latest plan extends the mask requirement on public transit to March 18th. Now, that includes airplanes, buses, and trains. And there will be more stringent testing protocols for all international travelers. The tighter requirements for travel into the U.S. will go into effect early next week. New travel rules call for proof of a negative COVID-19 test within 1 day of travel to the U.S. for all passengers, regardless of their vaccination status or nationality. LA County is bracing itself for the arrival of the Omicron variant as Northern California confirmed a case yesterday. Public officials say vaccines remain the most effective tool and strongly recommend individuals wear a mask when at any crowded indoor or outdoor event. They also encourage residents who traveled during Thanksgiving to get tested if they went to international destinations, places with high transmission rates, or if they participated at gatherings and events with lots of people, some of whom may not have been vaccinated. The county's public health lab is coordinating with the state lab for identification of the Omicron variant with specimen testing. Currently, anywhere between 1,500 and 5,000 positive specimens from LA County residents are sequenced each week, with results reported to both LA County and the state. LA County Public Health Director Dr. Barbara Ferrer said earlier this week that despite the appearance of the newly designated variant of concern, no immediate changes to the health officer order are expected at this time. Dr. Ferrer told the LA County Board of Supervisors that the county already has, quote, really sensible precautions in place. Wearing a mask both indoors and at large outdoor gatherings are a couple of examples. Dr. Ferrer says the county might make some changes to visiting and testing protocols at skilled nursing facilities, especially if the Omicron variant is found to be more resistant to the current vaccines. The county could also reimpose quarantine requirements for people who have been exposed to the coronavirus, regardless of vaccination status. LA County is also working with the state to provide information and offer a rapid testing option for international travelers at LAX. Speaking of providing information about international travelers, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will do the same across the country. The agency announced it will provide names of passengers on flights coming to the U.S. from Southern Africa to local and state health departments. CDC officials detected airlines carrying passengers that have been to certain southern African nations. And starting this past Tuesday, the agency directed airline and aircraft operators carrying passengers that have been in the kingdoms of Eswatini and Lesotho and the republics of Botswana, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa, or Zimbabwe 14 days before their flight to the U.S. to transmit the passengers' contact information to the CDC. An agency spokesperson says they, quote, issued this directive to prevent the importation and spread of a communicable disease of public health importance. Airlines and aircraft operators are directed to pass on the information as required under the CDC's Contact Information Collection Order, which was issued in late October with the purpose of being able to identify and locate passengers who may have been exposed to a person with a communicative disease for public health follow-up. Greece is getting really tough on its older residents who refuse to get vaccinated. Failure to get a first dose of a COVID-19 shot by January 16th will result in a monthly fine of 100 euros for those ages 60 and above. Now that's 114 US dollars. As of Tuesday, about 62% of the Greek population was fully vaccinated against the virus. That's below the European Union's average of 66%. Other European nations are also considering similar measures. The fines will go toward the Greek health system. Officials say this is not a punishment, but rather a price of health, as well as an act of justice for the vaccinated. Greece reported 6,192 new cases today, down from a record high of 8,969 on November 9th. Meanwhile, leaders in Germany just announced a nationwide lockdown for the unvaccinated there. Those individuals will be banned from accessing all the most essential businesses such as supermarkets and pharmacies. The country's outgoing Chancellor, Angela Merkel, and her successor, Olaf Scholz, also backed proposals for mandatory vaccinations, which, if voted through the parliament, could take effect from as early as February. Americans are quitting their jobs in a record rate. 4.4 million workers handed in their resignations in September. Some states are experiencing sharp increases in workers leaving their workplaces. Hawaii tops the list with 7.1%, with Montana, Nevada, and Alaska trailing behind, with 4.8, 4.5, and 4.3% respectively. Economists are calling this the Great Resignation, which reflects a complex mix of pandemic factors. Some women with children stepped away from their jobs to focus on parenting during the pandemic. Older employees decided to retire earlier than expected. And other workers left their jobs because they found better paying ones as employers raised wages and offered tempting benefits. Some states experiencing bigger jumps in the quit rate also face longer-term issues, such as an aging workforce or a low workforce participation rate. Overall, 15 states saw an increase in their quit rate. Economists believe workers will trickle back into the workforce throughout 2022, alleviating some of the pressures on employers. Toys R Us is opening a new store about a year after shutting down all of its brick-and-mortar locations in the U.S. The retailer's parent company, WHP Global, announced it will open a store at New Jersey's American Dream Mall in mid-December. The company says the 20,000 square foot, two-story location is, quote, reminiscent of the beloved toy store customers know and love. It will also have an ice cream parlor, a multi-level slide, and rows of toys available for purchase. The new location will be the only standalone store within the U.S. Toys R Us announced in August that it will open 400 shop-in-shops at Macy's starting next year, and customers can still buy toys online as well as at about 900 stores overseas. Big Bear Mountain Resort is open for season pass holders today. The celebration began this morning at 9 a.m., cheering on the first skiers of the season at both Bear Mountain and Snow Summit. Both ski areas will welcome the general public starting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Advanced reservations are not required, but highly recommended. Mountain High also opened to pass holders today. They're calling it a halfway opening, saying they fired up the rail garden at the bottom half of the mountain. Terrain is limited to the cruiser trail. And Mammoth Mountain has been open since late October. The last day to purchase an Icon Pass, which gives skiers access to a number of ski resorts, including Mammoth and Big Bear, is December 9th. A no burn alert was issued for today. The South Coast Air Quality Management District extended the residential alert through the end of tomorrow. Officials remind residents that burning wood in fireplaces or any indoor or outdoor wood-burning device is prohibited during this time. The no-burn rule prohibits burning wood as well as manufactured fire logs such as those made from wax or paper. South Coast AQMD asks Southern Californians to do their part to help keep the air clean. No burn days are mandatory in order to protect public health when fine particulate air pollution in the region is forecast to be high. Smoke from wood burning can cause health problems, and particles in the wood smoke can get deep into the lungs and cause respiratory issues, including asthma attacks. Residents can learn more and sign up to get alerts on future no-burn days at airalerts.org. Families looking to see festive sights in the South Bay while on ice skates can check out an event taking place tomorrow. Skating by the Sea begins at 5 p.m. at the Rancho Palos Verdes Civic Center. The night will begin with a tree lighting ceremony and will be filled with holiday music, delicious food, fun crafts, and more. Spectators are welcome, but advance reservations are strongly recommended for skating. And there will be themed skate days throughout the month. For more information, go to rpvca.gov/skate. The Torrance Certified Farmers Market will be closed on Christmas and New Year's holidays. Both holidays fall on a Saturday, which happens every 7 years. These are the only holidays when the market is non-operational. So mark your calendars. On December 25th and January 1st, the Farmers Market at Wilson Park will be closed. You can stock up on your groceries and other essential goods before then. More than 60 vendors come out every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., featuring a year-round selection of California-grown eggs, fruits, honey, nuts, vegetables, and much more. El Camino College hosted a winter vaccination festival for its students, staff, and community members.
This is our opportunity to get our community vaccinated and protected. They're going to be able to set an example for their family and keep mom and dad and brothers and aunties and nanas all safe.
The Student Health Center and the Associated Students Organization teamed up to provide a fun and supportive way to get as many students and teachers in compliance with the college's vaccination mandate as winter courses are set to begin on campus on Monday, January 3rd of 2022. All 3 vaccines, Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, were available for free as well as boosters. Students and employees entered for a chance to win prizes. Also taking place on campus today was El Camino's Warrior Pantry. The school offers healthy food items and toiletries to students to help them succeed in their class without distractions caused by food insecurity. In 2020, the Warrior Pantry served more than 1,300 El Camino College students. The pantry currently offers drive-through and walk-up distribution services every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. El Camino Center for the Arts will present a live in-person student performance in the campus theater starting tomorrow. Theater students will perform The Shop Around the Corner in the style of an old-fashioned radio show. It's a romantic comedy set in a 1930s perfume shop in Budapest, Hungary. It's based on a play called Parfumerie, which has inspired many adaptations, including the film You've Got Mail, starring Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Performances are at 8 p.m. on December 3rd, 4th, 10th, and 11th, and 3 p.m. on December 5th and 12th. You can purchase tickets in person at the ticket office or online at elcamino.edu/campus-life/arts. Well, get ready for a visit from Santa Claus. Starting Monday, the Torrance Police Officers Association will kick off the annual Santa Float, bringing jolly old St. Nick to neighborhoods throughout the city. He will be very busy from Monday, December 6th through the 17th, crisscrossing from the beach to several parks and even a couple of parking lots to cheer up children of all ages. This tradition dates back to 1969, and many officers donate their time to serve the community in this unique way. The float usually goes out on the Saturday after Thanksgiving for 22 straight days, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, it will be making just 10 stops this year from 6 to 8 p.m. Children will not be able to sit on Santa's lap on the sleigh due to safety protocols. Organizers hope this tradition will still bring smiles to people's faces despite the modifications. Well, as we head into the weekend, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Check out a Thanksgiving event at El Camino College, where LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell helps celebrate veterans and teams up with the college to provide much-needed free resources to our community members. Then, take a virtual visit to the newly opened Exer Urgent Care in South Torrance. And finally, learn about the brow-threading empire Ziba Beauty and check out its newest location in the South Bay. These stories and much more will be airing this weekend starting at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community, pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. The first annual South Bay Children's Business Fair takes place this Sunday. More than 40 young entrepreneurs will sell products or services that they developed at this one-day outdoor holiday marketplace. It takes place at the ICANN corporate offices located at 2375 Sepulveda Boulevard from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The children are responsible for the setup, sales, and interacting with customers. The event is hosted by 2 local moms, donors, and volunteers who all believe that principled entrepreneurs are heroes and role models for the next generation. What a wonderful way to encourage young minds to dream big this holiday season. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, a photo or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.